Hey, if you're looking for an SBA loan, it is my strongly held belief that you should be optimizing your SBA lender search based on the lender that is most likely to approve and ultimately close your loan versus the lender who might be marketing or offering the lowest rates. And I shared this on LinkedIn the other day, and I had one quote from an SBA lender that I just thought was great, and I wanted to share that here. So Scott Finelli said, "Generally, you get what you pay for, and you can only pick two. Cheap and fast won't be good. Good and cheap won't be fast. Fast and good won't be cheap." So you have to read that through a few times just to let that sink in. But I thought that was just a great little summary and a thing to remind you and me, myself, of that when we're looking for a good SBA lender and hopefully a lender that is going to get the deal done, you're probably not always going to be looking for the lowest cost lender. And I think that's okay. I think the optimizing for the lender that is most likely to close and that's going to like your deal and understand your industry and understand your business is probably worth paying a little higher interest rate. And so I want to show you our tool here, our SBA lender tool, that will help you kind of find who is that lender that is most likely to close or approve your loan. And so I was going to show that to you here. While I'm pulling that up, just a little bit of background on myself. I was the executive director of an SBA lender for a number of years. And during that time, we approved over 1,500 SBA loans. And so I have a little bit of experience in the lending side of things. Today, my focus is on our company Projection Hub, where we help clients create financial projections primarily for SBA loan applications. And so we provide templates, financial projection templates for lots of different industries, and consulting services where we'll help you fill your projections out for you. So if you have any interest in that, I'm going to put a link in the description of the video below to our website, projectionhub.com, so you can take a look at how we can help you there. But wanted to show you this tool, this SBA Lender Finder tool, I guess is the best way to say it. And what we did here is we took the publicly available SBA loan data and we got it into a dashboard here where you can sort and filter SBA lenders over the last 5 years roughly. And so we'll put a link in the description of the video below so you can grab this tool as well and utilize it to find your own lender. But when you first come to the dashboard, you'll notice that Huntington National Bank is the top SBA lender by a long shot here in terms of number of loans approved. But what I think is important to do is start to narrow down based on your geographic location, your industry, and your stage of business to find which lender is actually going to be most likely to be interested in your deal. So let's just take an example here. Let's look in the state of California. So we're going to start by narrowing it down to the state of California. Now, it looks like Huntington Bank must not participate or must not lend in California because they dropped off the list entirely. So if you're in California, Huntington is not the top lender. It's US Bank, actually, with almost a 3-to-1 margin here, is the top SBA lender. Now, let's say you're a startup, and let's see how this changes the top lenders. So if we look at startup loans in the state of California, now we see CDC Small Business Finance is the top lender. And US Bank now fell off the list there, right? So apparently they like making SBA loans to existing businesses, perhaps acquisitions, but not for startups. So again, this is important to go through and kind of filter and sort. Otherwise, you're going to end up working with the wrong lenders and wasting a bunch of time and effort. So let's narrow this down even a little bit more. Let's say you are a startup childcare daycare center here. And we can see, okay, CDC Small Business Finance also is still the top lender. Let's just change this away from startup and just say, let's look at the industry as a whole. Childcare centers. Okay, US Bank is back on the top of the list here. And so you can just kind of see how this can ebb and flow depending on your specific situation. Now, one other thing I usually like to look at is this change of ownership option. So if it's a business acquisition, oftentimes we find that the lenders are different. So let me just pull out kind of look at industry-wide, and let's look at change of ownership or business acquisitions. And we see in the state of California, for a business acquisition, Live Oak Bank, they tend to be the top SBA lender for acquisition loans. And then you see Bank of Hope coming in second there. So again, just lots of kind of change in the leaderboard here of which lenders seem to be the best fit. And so I think, again, really important for you to do that sorting and filtering based on your unique circumstances. If you, again, want us to take a look at your situation, you could reach out to us at support@projectionhub.com, and we can kind of do this analysis for you. It's pretty simple. This is a free tool. But if you just want to reach out and say, hey, I'm in Texas, got a trucking company, and it's an existing business, we can kind of sort and filter that for you and give you an idea of who the best lender might be, and hopefully connect you with a lender as well from our network. So feel free to reach out. If you want me to just review your scenario, we do offer kind of a free SBA review where we'll ask you a handful of questions and then kind of review your situation and give you just some free advice or feedback on which SBA lenders might be a good fit, what type of SBA loans seem to be a best fit based on your circumstances. So if you have any questions about that, again, please don't hesitate to reach out at support@projectionhub.com. But hope this has been helpful for you. Thanks.